last 2 years.
Hey, we're back here talking about work at Troops Pizza.
How you doing?
Cabo Heights, huh?
You doing all right today?
I'm doing all right. This is Chef Terril Brazelton, but we're making one of your favorites, our favorites. Fried green tomatoes. Everybody has their own way of doing it. So what is your...
Okay, so we soak ours in buttermilk with a little bit of Tabasco overnight. All right.
Overnight.
We split ours in half so they're a little bit easier to eat because we're going to put them in a basket and serve them kind of like a shareable dipping item with our tomato ranch.
Now, what does that help do? Does it actually absorb some of that flavor?
It gives a little bit of that Tabasco flavor gets in there. What you're also able to do is it softens the enzymes of the buttermilk, softens the tomato on the inside. It also lets you adhere the cornmeal mixture to it. It gives it something to stick to as opposed to just the regular tomato.
Okay.
So our cornmeal mixture is going to be flour, equal parts of flour, cornmeal, and corn flour. And then we put salt and pepper in there as well, and then a little bit of tajin, which is Mexican spice. It's chili and lime. It's not very chili-y, but it's a little more limey. So
that's interesting. So the fact that you don't just buy it out of a bag, you make it yourself, it makes a difference in the taste?
It does. Yeah. We give you, you can formulate it the way you want it, so it gives you the texture that you're looking for. Right. Also, we've got those things in-house already. Flour for our dough, cornmeal to make our pizzas on so they don't stick. And so it makes it cheaper, less expensive for us to make that mixture ourselves.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So after we've soaked our tomatoes, we're going to put them on in our little dish here with our cornmeal, and we're going to just make sure that gets nice and coated.
Now, is that just the way you serve them where they're already cut up?
That's how we're serving them, so we can put them in our little basket here. As a little dippable, shareable side item.
There we go. You'll see this there in a minute.
Yep.
So, but now, what temperature do you want the oil to be?
You want the temperature to be about 350. Anything higher than that, it's going to get too brown too quickly without cooking the tomato the way you want it. You want a little bit of texture in your tomato, a little bit of a bite to it. You don't want it mushy. And so that's the 350 kind of tends to give you a better texture there and making sure that you're cooked on the inside. So as you can see, they're getting right to bubbling. Ooh, nice and hot there. You can smell that cornmeal.
Obviously tomatoes, they harvest time really around here is usually the summertime or all the way in the early fall. When do you guys start getting your fresh tomatoes in?
So our farmers will start coming to our back door is like May, end of April in May. So we'll run from April, May, June, July, a little bit into August. With heirloom fresh tomatoes from farmers.
That gives folks an idea there when to get out there to some of those farmers markets.
That's right. This is kind of teasing the tomatoes, kind of getting ready for for seasonal tomatoes.
And how do you know when they're done?
Well, when they float.
Okay.
And when they start turning brown. My oil is a little bit too hot here. It looks like. We'll go ahead and pull that. You see how that gets a little. That's not a bad thing. That's just caramelization of the sugars.
That's just flavor.
That's just flavor. That's exactly right. You want your chicken to look that way, right? When you fry the chicken.
Right.
And the cast iron skillet gives you a nice browning, whereas the deep fat fryer doesn't really do the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking for. You're going to hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper. We're going to put that in our basket here, and you would get a basket of these. And that's our that's our roasted tomato ranch. We take our Roma tomatoes.
Yeah, get you a good shot of that. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. There you go. Right there. There it is. Ooh, look at that. Yeah.
So we take our tomatoes. We cover them with oil, salt, and pepper, and then we roast them in the oven for a couple of hours on a low heat, and then we blend that with our homemade ranch.
All right, we'll have that recipe posted later. We're going to enjoy these. We'll be right back.